Hello Sparkle Squad, this is Monica and I am coming to you with another collaboration. This is with another good friend of mine, Miss Deb Houck. She actually has two different channels. Her other channel is Deb Houck's Crafting Cottage, I believe. I'll put both of the links down below in my description, along with the others that will be participating in this particular collaboration. This is her Jewelry Making Fun collab for 2022. Now, I've known Deb a long time, and she's really talented. She does a lot of different card making projects. She is a very talented jewelry designer. So I love everything that I see that she makes, and it just tickles me whenever we participate in each other's collabs and stuff. So this is the first time, though, that I've actually been able to participate in hers, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think she was in one of my very first Spooky Sparkles collab that I did back, I don't know, 2020, I think. Each month she has a different theme and color and all of that, and we have a little sheet that tells us what we're going to be doing. So for the month of January, Miss Deb selected the colors red, pink, or purple. You can make a necklace, and you can either use heart charms or any kind of lamp work, glass hearts, anything like that, kind of going with a romantic vibe. And of course, that's for the upcoming month of February, which contains Valentine's Day. Yay! I am going to be creating a necklace here using the red, pink, and white colors, kind of mixing it up. And I wanted to utilize some of those beautiful heart stones that I got. These are those assembled stones that I got from Pandahall Select. I just put a video up yesterday with a design that I made from the Annie's Simply Beads Kit of the Month Club. I think if I show it to you here, you'll get to see it right there. If you'd like to see how I made that, I also have a one-step looper tool mini tutorial within that video if you're interested. I wanted to make another necklace with this because this actually has some reds and fuchsias and light pinks, and then of course it's got that beautiful bronzite in there. It's an amalgam of bronzite and imperial jasper, and I just really love the look of that, so I thought that would work. I've got kind of a mishmash of suppliers that I got these things from. These lovely beads here, the red, pink, and whites, these are the Malaysian Jade that I got from my friends at Cobeads, and I have a video haul that I show where I've opened this, as well as some other things that I got from them. I have some of these really cool barrel beads, and they almost look like a wooden thread spool. These are wooden, but I pulled these out back when I thought I was going to put this in a design that I was going to incorporate a charm that I had on an existing necklace, which is over here. You can see I've got these. I'll show those to you in a little bit better detail, but I was going to use one of those focals in with these beads. I'm not going to do that now because I'm going to use my heart pendant. I'm still going to keep those wooden beads in the design, though, because I like how they look. I think I got these in a bead mix at Hobby Lobby, the wooden bead mix. Actually, I think it was wooden. There was wooden and some glass pearls and some little plastic barrels and things in, I believe, like a green and gold color. I think I put that in my little 12 Days of Christmas kits for Terry and Trisha. So I'll link their videos in there, and you can watch them open their goodies. Then I have these beautiful little shell beads. These are river shells, and they're in a heart shape. And I got those from Hobby Lobby. They are the Color Gallery by Bead Treasures. I also used my silvery, they're kind of almost a gunmetal silver bicone beads that I got from my friends at Pandahall Selected in this fabulous container. I have a video showing the haul that I had with this being included. Of course, my heart pendant that I also got from Pandahall Selected. This is what I purchased. So that was I love that stone. I think I'm going to go back and get the others because they have several different types. And this assembled stone is where they've got, you know, this piece and this piece of a gemstone or semi-precious, and they've mixed them together in with like a resin to make them really strong and durable. Oh, I got these little, I'm not really sure if I'm going to use these, but I pulled these little cones out of a bead mix from SoftFlex kit, mystery kit that they had that is actually using some Jesse James beads. I believe it was their summer flower mix that they had in that one. And speaking of my friends at SoftFlex, I'm going to use my beautiful pink rhodochrosite wire. Look at that. That's my bead stringing wire. So these little spools, I'm just using them as a placeholder so my beads don't roll on down because my dream box table, I guess it's kind of going on a downhill slope of my floor. If I take those off and do any kind of movement, my beads go all the way down to the end of my beautiful Der Blauvogel wooden bead board. I'm using my Zuron Pliers here. These were a great purchase that I finally made in order to kind of class up my tools a little bit more. I've had some for a while, but I wanted to get some that were really sharp. These are the flush cutters, and these are just the flat nose pliers. I've got several more over here on my little Beadalon tool holder. I recently dipped my flat nose, my round nose, and I think my precision pliers into this stuff called Tool Magic, and it gives a rubbery coat to it, and it helps to protect the plier and whatever you're working on from being marred. Now, something that I found that I do not like about this Tool Magic stuff so far is that when I'm using my round nose pliers, trying to make my loops or making any kind of adjustments, you can see the rubber stuff kind of gets chewed up. It's not caused me to any misshapen loops or anything just yet, but it kind of sticks. It kind of hangs up in the little notches of the rubber coating. So before too long, I'll probably be just peeling this off and not have that on my round nose pliers. The only reason why I wanted to try that out was because I noticed on the Zuron, it's a black pliers. When you're first starting, you might have a problem with where you want to get a regular loop and you want to always stay at that same point if you like that size of the loop. As you get more experienced, you can tell, you know, by feeling by eye a little bit better, but I wanted to protect the black coating was starting to kind of come off on some of the areas here, in particular my round nose pliers, not so much the flat nose. So I guess it's just with the wire movement and everything. So I wanted to protect that, and it's just not going to work out too well, I don't think, for me. I don't know. I'm going to give it, maybe I need to do a different coating and try that a little bit more because I'm still kind of playing around with that. It is helpful. So this is not really going to be a tutorial. However, I am just going to kind of tell you what I'm doing. Obviously, this is the necklace that I'm going to put. I just need to string it on some of this beautiful bead stringing wire here. I'm going to be using some split rings and some lobster clasps. I got these from Pandahall. I'll be sure to put all the links below to all of this good stuff in my description. And then I'm going to have some crimp covers to cover my crimp tubes so that I can put this all together. For the Jewelry Making Fun Collab January challenge, we're working with red, pinks, or purples to make a necklace. You can use heart charms or lampwork glass beads. I had to go and dig a little bit further into my stash. So in addition to the pink rhodochrosite SoftFlex wire that you see, now I have the white quartz color and the red coral color, so that I have my pink, red, and white. Wound up using the silver Bead Cones in the design here from the box that I got from Pandahall Select. I used another one of my awesome bronzite Imperial Jasper heart pendants here. I just love that, and I think it fits really well into this design. And then I wound up getting some of these bead cones. It actually came from a SoftFlex kit that I received, and I believe this is one that I actually purchased. In the SoftFlex kits that you buy, they also then have a bead mix from Jessie James. So I went and found the bead mix that had those cones that I wanted to use, and this is called the 2021 Spring Summer Pantone. It's from Jessie James Beads, but I did get that from the SoftFlex website, and these were the beads that were left in that pack. Beautiful colors. The pinks and blues were what I was drawn to, and of course that bright happy yellow is really pretty. In addition to that, I had to pull out some 28 gauge artistic wire so that I could figure out what wound up ultimately to be my earring design. I was using the standard size 2, and I had to upgrade to the 4 because I wound up using so much wire and doing a twisted pattern, so it was a little bit too thick to go through the 2 and be able to crimp. Now I'm going to do the earring as a separate tutorial. I used the wire to help strengthen the area that I crimped because it was such a large amount of wire going through there. A while back I made some really cute necklaces with some wooden spools. I did one in red and I did one in the hot pink color that I love so much. These tassels were on sale at Michael's back when I lived in Texas. These were so cute. I used buttons to glue to the tops of each of the spools in the colors that I like. This one I only did 1 button. This one I had 2 buttons. Then I used some really pretty Valentine's scrapbooking paper in order to decorate the center. This has some glitter washi tape in that hot pink color there. I made a bead dangle on this one. And then this one has some musical hearts with some glitter paper here. I love this. I actually put a little bit of Mod Podge on the outside of this to kind of seal it because I just love the look of that paper so much on that spool. I just used some red and white baker's twine. I've got a ton of this twine. I don't have like every color of the rainbow, but I'm pretty close to it, I think. But I love the simplicity of this. Now, when I flip it over, I just put a regular lobster claw clasp and some split rings in order to hold the knotted twine, and then on the knotted twine itself I actually used some glue so that I was sure that that would not unravel on me. And that is what I was originally going to do, and tweak it and maybe put some earrings, but the only spools that I found in what I have unpacked so far were these really bright colored, and they're not even the right kind of pink. This might look red to you on the camera, but it just was not going to work, although they are super cute. That idea fell to the wayside because I was going to try to do some little spool earrings and everything, but it just didn't work out for me. This is plan B. If you saw my video yesterday, then you've seen this bronzite imperial jasper before. So the challenge was for the necklace, so I'll show you the necklace first. I have created a kind of interesting dangle pendant for the imperial jasper bronzite heart that I have out of SoftFlex wire, the bead stringing wire. I wanted to have that red, white, and pink pulled down here a little bit further and to just give like an interesting little dangle here on the chest. And I thought that looked pretty cool. It's mixing the metals because that's gold there on the pendant, but I'm okay with that in this instance. I don't really like to mix my metals, but this isn't too bad. And because I had this gold, this is also, I pulled these out initially when I was going to be doing the spool necklaces. I thought this would be really cute to maybe make a necklace with some of these that look like little spools, but that just didn't pan out. But I kept that in this design because I thought that would look really cute because of the bronzite gold flecks in the pendant here. So it kind of ties in together. And because I'm using silver metals and stuff, I just wanted to use the silvery, they're kind of like a charcoal color in the Bead Cones. The river shells, these Malaysian Jade in the pink, red, and white. And then these are the lovely bead cones that I was talking about. I put that on the end, and you can see that pink rotochrosite SoftFlex wire, the bead stringing wire. You can see that. That's what's holding this necklace together. And that's another reason why I thought that would be such a cool added little element there to tie that in as far as having a dangle, because it just kind of continues the beautiful pink bead stringing wire that's holding the necklace together. So there is my little bronzite necklace here in the Valentine theme. I mixed my pinks and red, obviously, so that I could come up with a Valentine type of design, and I just really love how this turned out. Like I said, I can't just have a necklace, right? So I went ahead and did a bracelet and some earrings. So let's look at that. Again, all the items that you're seeing here that I'm talking about that I got at different places, I will have them linked below in my description. A lot of these will be my affiliate links, and if you would please use those, I would be so appreciative to you, because that does help support my channel and helps me with content here that I can create for you guys, and also get more beads and better my equipment. So that's really cool, and I appreciate it. Now the bracelet I have is using the same beads, obviously. The pattern I changed up a little bit on the end. And also, I didn't want to put one of those bronzites on this bracelet because it's just too large to have for a bracelet charm. So I decided to use one of the really cute little river shell hearts and the Bead Cones to do a little bit of a dangle while keeping with the theme overall for the necklace and the earrings. I used a bumpy heart-shaped toggle clasp. I believe I got these, because I've had these a long time, I believe I got those at Pandahall many years ago, and you can see they're just beautiful. A bright shiny silver color. And then there's the bead cones that I was talking about in the Jessie James mix. I kept all of the beads, the Malaysian Jade, and these little wood cylinders here. I need to get some more of these because they're really an interesting shape and they look beautiful with round beads, I think. So that is my bracelet. And again, I used the pink rotochrosite bead stringing wire, which you can only see a hint of here at the end of the design in the loops. And I just love that. I think that's so cute. And it matches the necklace perfectly. I decided I was going to make some earrings using that beautiful pink, red, and white SoftFlex bead stringing wire, and I decided that I wanted to incorporate the beads from the necklace and the bracelet along with that little heart dangle. And because again I don't want to have such a heavy earring, I did not on this particular design decide to put the bronzite heart in there. I just chose to do the little heart because that's what's on the bracelet, but also it's throughout the necklace as well, and it still ties everything together. Now there's not a gold element here, but I still think it's pretty because it kind of fits well with everything else that's going on. So I like those. It was really kind of a challenge trying to get these together, especially with 3 of these wires here, and these wires are the medium, which is the 26-pound test strength, 0.019 diameter. This is the 49 strands, so it's pretty thick wire, and I've got 3 of those strands together. So I had to upgrade to the larger crimp tube in order to hold all of that together here in the center. And I used my one-step crimper, which I've been challenged by trying to do that because I could not find my mega crimper or giant crimper or whatever it's called, and my regular crimper just wasn't doing it. Finally got that done to where I could put everything together under a crimp tube, and then I decided to use that 28 gauge wire to make a bail for added strength on that crimp, also to cover it up because I couldn't use a crimp cover because this is the point where I wanted to actually create a bail, and then just did the wire wrap. So I'm going to post a little tutorial because I still need to make one more earring to go with this lovely one here that I have hanging on my little maker at work mug. I'm going to do that in a separate tutorial. That way you can see kind of the challenge that I had with that. You might want to design earrings with your SoftFlex bead stringing wire. I think that it really is a cool option, especially because these wires come in so many different colors. And I see Sarah making all kinds of cool stuff on her website and her Facebook and everything. She does a lot of lives where she's making a lot of really cool designs, and she utilizes the colors from the wire to help create beautiful jewelry. So this is my attempt at doing something cool with the lovely pink, red, and white wire that I got from softflex.com, along with all of my other goodies from everywhere else that I have. So here are my pieces for the crafty collab that I'm doing with Deb Houck and several other talented YouTube creators. I will have everything listed below in my description. Please be sure to check everyone out. This will be something I'm going to hopefully be doing every month as part of my goal to thrive in 2022. I wanted to be able to challenge myself with my jewelry making, getting that reactivated again after being on a hiatus for so long, and this is a perfect way to do it. And then also, I mean, it's just fun. I get to talk to my fellow beaders and see what they're doing and kind of get up on the trends and all that cool stuff, and learn some things from my friends as well. So I hope that you have enjoyed what I made. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and share with any of your friends that might be interested in this kind of content or my designs in particular. I would really appreciate that support because it does help me. Engage with me, if you would please, by leaving those thumbs up and a comment, because that is what the almighty algorithm looks at on all platforms. So if you've not already done so, please subscribe to my channel, pretty please. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and have a sparkle-rific day, y'all. Bye! Stay warm.